5-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, dude. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on.
Yeah, that is annoying.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Get through.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success.
Oh, no.
And they won't be
That
able to
was a
connect
boo.
downfield looking for a big-time play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive.
Where
I know you
missed
didn't
throw?
connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws,
Oh.
And he goes down at the 34.
what a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Got it in the middle. It's Gee. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rolls up formation. Back to the
No,
passing
you gotta
game.
be kidding.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
I got that one.
Touchdown, Florida State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Working that left side. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of
Wow.
bounds. But the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions coming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Shoot.
Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost the fire on 2nd down.
Okay.
That's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? Think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Oh my gosh, jump block.
1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this offense has got it all working, right? It's bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success this offensive.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go right back to the run. Turning it off. He has the first and still on his feet.
Nice.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh,
Snag in the middle. It's Roper. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Ah, shoot.
Not making a stone wall on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Spit. What are you up to?
Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
What?
Tempo right now.
Got his man to the left. Off and running. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over Utah. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens,
Where was it at?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for. Oh, he's got some space.
Is that like new spot?
Nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And
Oh, wow.
the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, it's funny.
Kid's 15.
Discombobulated the offense has looked overlooked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field
My
earlier.
gosh.
Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just
Kind of spectacular.
they've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want
Wow.
to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays.
Look at that. That's incredible.
It'll be fourth down. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the right. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Who paid for that?
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback.
Oh.
He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has
How about
good
slant?
routes in his toolbox.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Under fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not nearly as much.
Was he satisfied with the turnout?
The end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Miles.
Wow.
The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Auburn lines
I
up
mean,
quickly.
I had no idea.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their
How did
here in the first
people
half.
discover this kid?
The passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I was just curious, like how like he got discovered. Just kind of like, did he go to these random shows and just?
Making good noise on third down in the dope. They just keep firing. Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes.
run goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game they were going to have to establish the run
Tonight?
and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Wow.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in the pocket.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Immediately fires to the middle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Knowles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
That's
He's
insane.
close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out a wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Now improvising. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Fights off a defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Got a man. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the ball.
Yeah.
Lead grows even bigger.
Flooding out.
The second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got his man. At midfield, he's got room.
Oh my gosh.
After a big game, they'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And the Knowles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat.
Oh my God.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Seminoles have it with a first and goal. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Oh, no way.
They really focused on this receiver in the offseason. We need you to make more plays for us
Mm-hmm.
in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
I'm pretty blown away.
Here's the heat. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly.
This is like an entire operation.
Third quarter, this offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows
Wow.
what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately.
What?
The fullback loose and no running room there. You've already set your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul.
And
I'm just...
gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his...
Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right
I'm
side.
floored by that.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Seminoles can really attack
So,
on
like,
this
for
second
instance, I have no idea. I've never been to this, but what's that famous, like, show in the summers in Coleman every year? So you're telling me that they're paying, like, no telling how much for those guys?
And we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and
I can't believe that.
the other team's run game. Just forcing contact at those guards and those
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
One of the things I love about the passing decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Line out trying to get it in. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Mississippi State made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit
Oh, no.
win. And a victory like this only
Oh.
proves there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are. As teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You've kind of educated me a little bit tonight. I had no idea. Obviously, I know, how big of a deal he was, but like, I guess I haven't been able to really like grasp it. Yeah, like,
Passing game,
I don't.
kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Yeah.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Back to pass on second down.
Oh, that's cool.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. As they get set to snap.
I was kind of waiting on him to say Donald Trump.
They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Ah, you lost me.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, pretty much.
Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down.
Los Arcos?
Looking to throw, and he needs
I was about to say, I'm not familiar with that.
It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Ah,
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end.
no, it's
Now they've moved
pretty
it.
insane stuff.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, nice Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen,
Nice.
maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is strong.
Well, we kind of were pissed because we played them just a few weeks ago and handled them, and they were ranked #1. So we're like, well, guess we need to reminded them of who they are.
Go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains.
It's weird that you didn't play them last game of the season.
Stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
I did not realize that.
Running to the left. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous...
Dude, this game has always been like super protective of rivalries. I'm shocked that it's not doing the same to that one.
Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
That's 1st down.
Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had
Ah,
his receiver.
cock and
He really wanted to
balls.
go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Buys a little extra time.
Ooh, good catch.
To the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
Whoa.
most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole.
Oh my.
Slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Direct snap. Turning it on. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
You'd never hear from me again.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback. Stripe at the 49.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Sets up the screen. And he's able to bounce.
Yeah, I know Tatum. We were talking about that earlier. Jason Tatum being out was big, but still. Is that 3 of the 4 series in the East going to 7 games? That's pretty crazy.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and it went 6.
Offense doing work. They're set up with another
Somehow.
1st down.
That last game's just... I don't understand what happened there. Yeah, like seriously.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that key is
I guess not.
options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going. The defense has definitely had their number. And here
So there's some kind of developing news about Delta.
much late in the game, but
They said they had a random like cancellation of a lot of flights today.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
So I think that's, I don't know if that's related, but it's certainly weird because Delta's like
substitutes that
top,
go faster,
I mean, it's one of the top ones.
they're different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Maybe a minute.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.